Hello everyone, today in this video we'll be learning the topic spotting errors, and this is the topic which is under the main topic, which is verbal ability. Okay, so if you like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. What is the exercise is that basically we need to read a given sentence and find out any grammatical error is there or not. Okay, so some sentence will be there and we have to read and find out if there is any error or not. Okay, so this is the first one. The option A is, we discussed about the problem so thoroughly and on the eve of the examination that I found out it easy to work it out, and D, there is no error. So to answer this type of question, the only way is to practice more questions. Okay, so here the correct answer is option A, because it's about is an extra word here. We discussed the problem so thoroughly is the right answer. Okay, the next one, an Indian ship. Okay, an Indian ship laden with merchandise got drowned in the Pacific Ocean, and D is no error. So in this problem, like we don't have any other grammatical error, but there is a word which is got drowned that can be replaced with another word which is sank. Okay, so the correct answer is option C. Instead of that we have to write sank in the Pacific Ocean. Okay, and the next one is, if I had known this yesterday, you will have if I had known this yesterday, I will have helped him. See, reading this will only give us the idea that this is the wrong one here. I will have helped him. There is a grammatical error. So instead of that, it should be I would have helped him. Okay. The next one is, a lot of travel delays caused due to the inefficiency and lack of good management on behalf of the railways. Okay. So here the error is in the third sentence, on the part of. Okay, instead of behalf we can write on the part of. The next one, I have got my MSc degree in 1988, and D, there is no error. Instead of I have got, this is present tense I have, but this is the past tense here, so you have to cut have and will be remaining with got. Okay, so I got my MSc degree in 1988. Okay, that's the correct answer. Having received your letter this morning, we are waiting to thank you for the same. Okay, so here there is no error. This is the correct sentence. Moving on to the next one. If you lend him a book, he will lend it to someone else, and never you will get it back. Okay, so here the error is in C, because while reading this, the grammatical structure of this sentence was not correct. So instead of that, it will be, and you will never get it back. Okay, and you will never get it back. The next one, do the roses in your garden smell more sweetly than those in ours? So here the option is in option B. Instead of more sweetly, we can replace it with the word sweeter. The next one, a block of residential flats are coming up near our house. So block of residential flats. Residential flats are plural, so instead of block we should have blocks, right? So it will be the option A, blocks of residential flats. Okay, the next one is, 60 miles are a good distance, and no error. 60 miles is a distance which is considered as a single item, so it is instead of are it should be is. So 60 miles is a good distance. The next one, they have been very close friends until they quarreled. Okay, they have been, instead of have we should have had. They had been, right? They had been very good friends. Okay, you must remember this, you must remember me to post this letter. Instead of remember me, we should have remind, right? Should remind me. So the option is option B, remind me. I shall certainly write you when I shall reach New Delhi. So when I shall reach New Delhi, so you can cut shall, and when I reach New Delhi is the correct one. Okay, because shall is already used here. The next one, on the busy ring road, we witnessed a collision between a truck and an auto. These are pretty simple one. Instead of collision, we have to write collision. Okay, so the answer is option B. The next one is, Mr. Praful Patel is not attending his office for the last 1 month. Okay, so is not attending his office for the last. For the last, there is some error here. We can have, instead of that, has not been attending. Okay, so it's the option B, is. Instead of is, we have to write has not been. The next one, he will certainly help you if you will ask him in a pleasant manner. So if you will, that's the wrong one. Instead of that, we can have if you ask him. Will you please buy some jaggery for me if you go to the market? So here it's option D, there is no error, it's the correct one. Please buy some jaggery for me if you go to the market. Most of the members in the meeting felt that the group appointed for investigating the case were not competent to do the job efficiently. So here is in there is in option C, were not competent, was not competent. Okay, so the group is considered as a single thing, so the group was not competent, so we have to write here was not competent. Okay. He persisted to do it in spite of my advice. Instead of to do it, we can write in doing it, right? So instead of he persisted in doing it in spite of my advice. He is not coming tomorrow as he is having a pain in the chest and he has to see a doctor. Has to see a doctor and he has to see a doctor. Yeah, that's the correct one. So the thing is that try to read the sentence in full speed, then you will get to know somewhere there is an error. Okay. May I know who you want to see, please? Instead of who, we have to write whom, because it's the person whom we are meeting, right? So that will be the correct answer. And the next one is my papa is in bad mood today, and so we have A here, we have not written A. Okay, that's the error. The warden forbade the student from leaving the hostel. I don't think, there is no error here. The test will not need more than 1.5 hours to finish. I think there is an error here in option B. More than 1.5 hours. More than 1.5 hours. Okay, so A should be written here. Jaish is getting fatter because he does not take exercise at all. Because fat, okay, instead of fatter, because we are not comparing two people, so if there are two people, he is fatter than him, at that time we'll use fatter, but here we'll be using just fat. Okay. I'm thinking of going to Agra for my cousin's marriage. Going to Agra. I'm thinking of to go to Agra. Okay, here's a clear error. Going to Agra. In management, as you rise higher, the problems you face will become more and more unstructured and you can't fall back on the tools you had been. Okay, so here I think the error is in option B, because you can't afford to fall. Okay, instead of can't fall, you can't afford to fall. Several issues raised in the meeting. Nitin's nephew, who lives in Bangalore, is eager to travel to Delhi to have a glimpse of the capital. So here let's see where is the error. So it's no error. Okay. And the next one, the institute imparts training in the French. Instead of the French, we can have French, right? So that was the first topic about spotting errors. Just the thing is that if you try to read the sentence in full speed, then you may come to know where the error lies in. That's it. By the practice only we can get more better. And that's it for this video, and thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.